Howdy Banger Pals. Today we're back with another installment of Metal Unknown and a new batch of music videos, because have you thought about how weird it is that you can't watch a show where somebody introduces you to music? That's weird. Why don't we have that anymore? MTV is gone. Much Music is more gone, and half of you are probably like, what is Much Music? But we still have the formula, because why wouldn't people talk to you about music? It's so weird. So today you can call me Blorg Schmopolopoulos. Again, another joke for our Canadian viewers and to bewilder our American ones. Your resident Banger TV VJ. I won the contest. First up, EverRise delivers crushing melodic death metal that is both aggressive and epic, a sound the band has refined since 2015. Their style blends the old school fury of At the Gates and dark tranquility with the haunting expansive melodies of Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum and all the yums. The band is highly recommended for fans of Arch Enemy, older Arch Enemy, Moors, Princium, Est. I told you the yums are in there, and modern European metal. Here's their track, Seize. Parity Boot might look like it says Party Boot, but it says Parity Boot is a band from northern Germany whose sound lies somewhere between industrial, thrash, and a touch of madness. Chaotic sound walls collide with catchy melodies, referencing bands like Strapping Young Lad / Devin Townsend. When I first heard the song, I was like, sounds like these guys like Devin Townsend. So they're correct there. Fear Factory and Static X. I wouldn't mention Static X. It reminds me of that. We don't need to talk about it. Anyways, Parity Boot showcase how diverse, heavy, and atmospheric German metal can be. Here's their track, Mirrors. Secreum are a progressive doom metal band from North London, and I think because they're from North London, not the American South, they don't quite know what groove metal is because they sound a little more melodic death to me, but they're known for blending crushing riffs, pounding rhythms, and a mix of harsh and melodic vocals. Since their debut EP, Embrace, in 2021, they've gained critical praise for their intense sound and lyrical depth. Secreum have toured the UK, Europe, supporting acts like Kill to This, Evil Scarecrow, and Infected Rain. With a growing discography and explosive live shows, they're fast becoming a standout in the modern metal scene. Here is their track, Metamorphosis. Saskwytch, which is what happens when a Sasquatch learns magic, started in New Mexico in the fall of 2020 as a direct-to-video metal anthology, which we love to hear, paying homage to cult horror anthologies like Trilogy of Terror, Body Bags, and Tales from the Hood. Saskwytch released 4 loosely connected death metal albums with different sounds, stories, and influences. Now, Saskwytch, they just want me to say Saskwytch a lot, and I'm okay with it. It's pretty fun to say, is combining elements of its past to deliver high desert death metal tinged with exoticism. Here's their track, Maledictum, a blend of death, groove, doom, punctuated by the swagger of a bygone metal underground. taking their name from the epic Steven Erikson novel and forming in 2019 after the disbandment of New Zealand metal veterans Subtract. I guess the band got subtracted. Deadhouse Gates draws from a range of stylistic influences, including thrash, death, and progressive. Lyrical themes have included philosophical and psychological struggles, social conditioning, and comments on the dark nature of the world that we currently find ourselves living in. And boy, 2026 is certainly starting off that way. The self-titled, self-produced 6-track EP Deadhouse Gates was released independently on the band's own label, the Deadhouse Records, and more bands do that if you don't get favorable terms from a record label. A record label should work for you, not the other way around. It was released across all streaming platforms with a limited vinyl release in 2022, so I guess if you love it, get on Discogs. Here's their track, Volcanic. that's a wrap on another episode of BTV Much Unknown. Again, these are jokes that our Canadian viewers, but we're a Canadian channel and we're gonna make jokes for our Canadian. Let us know what you thought, which band stood out, who had the coolest video. If you missed this style of TV, you know, we're just trying to bring you cool stuff, give you a little commentary about it. I do that with Metal Monthly. Then we got Metal Unknown for different styles that I wouldn't normally pick up on. Then we do it. So if you like what we do around here, you can subscribe. And if you really like what we do around here, you can head over to Patreon. Give us a couple of bucks. We can keep doing this. We can keep promoting bands that people haven't gotten exposed to yet. And we don't have to put in a ad for something that 2 years later, someone makes a 45-minute YouTube video about the elaborate scam that it was. Why is everything these days just gambling and boner pills? Oh my God. And hey, are you a band? You looking at just, you know, kind of being in a little show like this? Do you have a friend whose band would do great in a show like this? Reach out, let us know, send us some stuff. That way we can put your music video in here. We just need a solid video of you performing or you know, a visual kind of something you've made, something you put your heart into, and it needs to sound good as well. Very important. It's music. People like it when it sounds, when it's listenable. Except for me, I listen to black metal demos. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you. See you on the next one.